Hey, welcome. Let's talk about something huge today. There's this one powerful secret that separates a typical employee from a truly wealthy creator. It's all about a fundamental mindset shift, and you'd be surprised how many of the smartest people out there completely miss it.
So let me ask you this, right off the bat. Your job, the very thing you count on for security, what if it's actually the one thing holding you back? The source material we're digging into today argues that for pretty much all of us, the answer is a big, resounding yes.
And here it is, the core idea, the one quote that could change everything for you. A job is a mismanaged business. I know, it sounds a little harsh, right? But really understanding this one concept is the key to everything else we're about to cover.
Okay, so what is this big secret? Well, it all boils down to the difference between skill and scale. The argument is that this is the one concept that most people just don't see, and it's what keeps them from building real, lasting wealth.
This chart lays it all out perfectly. On the left, you've got the skill path. That's the worker's reality, right? You focus on doing a great job for one boss for one fixed paycheck. But then look at the right side, the scale path. This is the creator's mindset. The focus shifts to reaching many customers with a product, and that's what unlocks limitless income. Put it this way, skills will get you a job, for sure. But scale is what builds wealth.
To really get this, let's take a look at the world most of us live in, the employee's world. The source uses this amazing analogy, comparing it to Plato's cave, a place that totally limits our idea of what's even possible.
See, when you're inside this cave, your job isn't just a job. It becomes your entire reality. You're conditioned to believe it's the whole world, with no idea that there's this huge, bright world of opportunity just outside. And look, this has nothing to do with being smart. It's just the perspective we've all been taught.
And this slide just nails that worldview. Your identity gets completely wrapped up in your job title. You don't just work as an engineer, you say, I am an engineer. Because of that, your biggest motivation becomes fear, the fear of losing that job. And that makes the whole world of building products and entrepreneurship seem like some impossible, far-off mystery.
So this brings us to the central problem. Why is this way of thinking not just limiting, but actually incredibly risky?
That's it. That's the number of clients your business, your job, has. Just one. You're literally putting your entire financial life and security into the hands of a single entity.
And that fragility, that single point of failure, is being exposed right now like never before. Because AI is here, and it can do knowledge work better, faster, and a whole lot cheaper. The source is pretty blunt about this. The work you do is going to be done by AI, and eventually that job will go away.
And if you're thinking, nah, not my job, just look at the writing on the wall. We're seeing highly skilled, very well-paid people at top-tier companies like Salesforce and Microsoft being laid off by the thousands. The idea that a traditional job is secure, it's becoming an illusion.
This, of course, leads to the big question. If the old way is broken, then what's the alternative? How do you actually escape the cave?
Well, the alternative is to step into the world of scale. And you know what the best part is? You don't have to quit your job to do it. You can start building this new reality right alongside your current one.
The key is to create a digital product. Now, this sounds fancy, but it's really just taking the knowledge you already have from your career, your hobbies, anything, and packaging it into something that can be sold online, like a simple ebook or a video course. And this is where the magic of scale really kicks in. Instead of one employer in your city, you can have customers all over the world. People in Japan, Germany, or the Philippines buying your knowledge while you're sleeping, while you're on vacation, literally making you money around the clock.
So if this is so great, why isn't everybody doing it? The source is crystal clear on this point. The biggest obstacle isn't a lack of skill or knowledge. It's a massive psychological barrier. It's that little voice inside our heads telling us, nah, that's not for me.
So how do you break through that barrier? How do you actually do it? Well, our source material reveals a surprisingly simple, totally actionable first step to go from offering a service to one boss to selling a product to the whole world.
Okay, here's the practical game plan. First, you just start live streaming. Don't overthink it, just spontaneously share what you know with your phone or computer. Then, you let AI work its magic and organize that stream of consciousness. From there, you just edit that output into a sellable product, like an ebook. And finally, you sell it to that global market.
And this is the part that makes it so much easier today. You don't have to be a perfect writer or a super organized person. AI tools like Notebook LM, which the source mentions, can take your messy, disorganized live stream and professionally structure it into a study guide, a podcast, or even the chapters of an ebook. The AI does the heavy lifting for you.
You see, ultimately, this isn't just about learning a new tactic. It's a complete identity shift. It's about moving from being a passive knowledge worker who waits for instructions to becoming an active knowledge creator or knowledge warrior who captures their expertise and builds their own path in the global market.
And the source material really leaves us with this powerful, urgent call to action. The old world of just trading your time for money, the services game, is ending. The future belongs to the people who create and scale products. You've got to get into the products game.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Your unique knowledge, your personal experience, it's incredibly valuable. You know, it's almost impossible to create something from nothing, but it's really easy to grow something that already exists. So what is that first, simple, maybe even humble 10-page ebook you could create just to get started?